Chelyabinsk region is well known for its mining towns. They mine a huge variety of resources here, and I thought it might be interesting to visit a few and see what we find. The main mineral here is magnesium, more specifically magnesite, and there's a huge mine that hopefully we can check out, get a view of. And in between the huge mine, one side there's the main part, the new part of the city, and the other side is the old part, which I'm in now. That just there is an old pig iron factory. You see, when you start coming to these little mining towns, you start using words you don't normally ever use, like magnesite and pig iron. This is cool. You've got everything here. You've got the old industry there, you've got a Soviet monument, and then you've got a Russian church. A lot of these mining towns, they're pretty high up. I mean, this one's about 400 meters above sea level, and of course, being in mountainous areas, the weather's always unpredictable. And yeah, certainly here, I mean, even though it's, you know, April, it's still pretty chilly. It seems an interesting little place. Look at this odd little building here, an ex-sewing factory. So, like absolutely everything in Russia, this Palace of Culture is under renovation as well, which is a shame because I mean it looks really old school and unusual. I guess sometimes these mining towns can be a little bit grey and dull, but the Culture Palace here, they've certainly livened that up a bit, haven't they? Went a bit over the top with the yellow, but still they're trying at least to brighten the place up. My goodness, this is interesting. It's it's a Lenin statue, obviously. The statue itself isn't particularly interesting. I mean, it's okay, but look on the plinth. Normally the plinth you don't have anything, but look, you've got some really cool stuff all around. That, my friends, is highly unusual. Okay, nothing at the back side, but at the front and the two sides, wow, that's kind of cool. Because I admit, you know, sometimes these Lenin statues can be a little bit monotonous. So anything that's slightly different and livens it up a bit, I think is great. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a Lenin statue on a Lenin statue. That's the well-known Lenin statue in St. Petersburg. My goodness, what an unusual little town this is. Of course, during the Second World War, you know, there wasn't things like telephones for people to entertain themselves with. So the soldiers, they entertained themselves in their free time by playing musical instruments like the Russian accordion here. Wow, for someone like me who's used to staying in Soviet-built hotels, seeing like these alternative type hotels in Russia is quite surprising. And this is yet another hotel. What a bizarre but cool place this is. I had never even heard of this little town until I decided to make this video. Oh wow, I've got to admit, I wasn't expecting small little mining towns in Chelyabinsk region to be so interesting. You see, this is what I said at the very beginning, wasn't it? So let's just go around and see what we get. And I wasn't expecting anything really kind of that unusual or interesting, but look, we got it. I mean, really, where else apart from Russia could you have like just that really heavy industry and then some sort of odd little fantasy land there? The train service to and from the city doesn't seem very good. There's basically just one train a day to and from Chelyabinsk. That's what it's all about. This is the mining towns in a nutshell. So you see there an empty truck on its way down, gonna go and reload, and then look over there, another truck on its way up somewhere. Oh, there. Now you're probably thinking, Paul, you nutter, why have you come to a windy hill in the middle of nowhere? Well, there is a reason for it. It's to check out this huge Soviet monument behind me. must admit, when the idea crossed my mind to do a video about, you know, these small little mining towns, I did wonder if it might be a bit boring, but my goodness, if they're all like Satka, well then I don't think it will be boring, will it? It turns out the fun stuff seems to continue in the new part of the city as well. Satka's really cool. I could easily spend all day here, maybe even the night, but the problem is I've already booked my train from another nearby mining town for this evening, so guess I'll have to head off. One door, two doors, three doors. This is absolutely amazing in here. Beautiful large painting there of Lenin meeting some peasants. My goodness, the artwork in here, it's incredible. Oh dear, what a shame that I've already done my video a couple of weeks ago of the palaces of culture. I mean, there were some good ones in that, don't get me wrong, but my goodness, this really deserved inclusion into that video. Also, I'm not sure I'm going to make it to many other towns today. It might just have to be a video about Satka, or even just a video about this palace of culture. There appears to be 3 floors. I had to walk around the first one already down there. This is the second floor. So I've just come into this little room, and as you can see, it's been completely renovated. It's a place where they hold exhibitions. So you're probably like, well, what have you come in here for then? You don't like modern stuff? No, I don't. But I like this kind of thing. I mean, just look at the attention to detail. This is Stalinist architecture at its very finest. So the third floor seems closed off these days. Interesting ceiling though, at the very least. A remarkable place. I mean, you guys, you've not seen half of it really. I've tried to show you as much as I can, but lots of places are closed and it's dark and things. But I think you get the idea, right? Well, I challenge anybody to find a cooler palace of culture than this. I mean, wow, there are loads of cool ones about, but my goodness. And then as well, when you come outside, just check the view as well. It's even got its own Lenin statue out the front. The steps leading up to, look at that curved entrance. I mean, it's just an incredible piece of Stalinist architecture. Well, let's be honest, an incredible piece of architecture, whether it's Stalinist or Soviet or any other type. I tell you something, if there's a better, more interesting small town than this anywhere in Russia, well then I will eat my hat. In fact, where is my hat? I was wearing a hat before I went into the palace, wasn't I? Okay, found it again. It's in my inside pocket. Satka's just sort of got me in a little bit of a daze. So that woman's there is shouting out Satka, the name of the town, and there's plenty to shout about. There really is. I mean, look at this. All the minerals that can be found in and around here. There's a proper big blocks of various types of minerals. If you're a geologist, if any geologists watch my channel, which they probably don't, well then wow, Satka is the place for you.